Well, I'll tell you a little bit about the lesson. A little bit about the lesson. The lesson is entitled Pecking. Pecking. And I know we've all at one time or another done this movement, but not in quite a while. And this lesson really, really it's quite ingenious, I think. So the legs are long in this lesson, which is odd. Your head. Lift your head and look forward. Lift your head and look forward just to see, just to see, to feel, to sense how what you do with your chest and your neck and your abdominals when you do that. So the neck has to lengthen, doesn't it? It becomes a curve away from the floor. What do you do with your chest? How much of your upper back or do your shoulders come away? What happens with your feet or your ankles or in your pelvis? If anything, maybe nothing. What about the lower back? What happens in the lower back? Lift the head and pause, because that's a lot of work for those little thin muscles of the neck. And now lift your head leading with the chin. So before you even lift the head, let the head drag backwards on the floor and then lift the head. Oh, right. This is very difficult. So you bring the chin to point at the ceiling, and then the head is dragging back, and then you keep going maybe a little bit. And what happens in your chest? And the neck now is short. It's quite short in the back and long in the front. How do you use your abdominals with this organization? So literally sticking your neck out.
I'll be back.
Okay, take your time. Pause. And see if, I see. Some of the heads are lying a bit differently now, maybe than they were originally. So now a third option is to lift your the face towards the ceiling and extend the head forward like a chicken pecking. And again, pay attention to the shoulders, what you do with the chest, the abdomen, and the lower back. How is the neck, the back of the neck, different than when you dragged the head backwards and led with your chin? Just try once for yourself each of those options, lifting and looking forward and sensing the back of the neck, lifting from the chin, which really you're lifting from, where are you lifting from? Feel how short the back of the neck is. And then lift with the face towards the ceiling. Boom. Okay, good. That deserves a rest. And now we will turn on to the stomach. Turn on to the stomach. And place your two hands parallel. The forearms will be parallel, which means the elbows won't be out wider than the hands. And the forehead is down. And now lift the back of the head towards the ceiling several times. Lift the back of the head towards the ceiling. Let the arms Rest on the floor. Let the elbows rest on the floor. What happens in your shoulder blades when you lift the head? Now, it's very interesting. So many different variations, and we're going to do many different variations. So now, what if you were to drag your forehead towards you, the chin towards your throat, and lift your head like that, and then look forward and set your head down on the chin and do that, sort of a lapping, like a cat lapping water, except your head is the tongue, even though that's not how a cat would lap water, but you know what I mean. So it's an undulating movement. The chin will draw towards the throat as you lift the head, and then you'll extend the head and set the head down on the chin, on the chin, on the chinny chin chin. Aha, there you go. You had to set your chest down, didn't you? Aha. So pay attention to what you do with your mid back, your upper spine, your lumbar, your lower spine, because this whole lesson is about the spine. And we want to tease apart those vertebrae that behave like blocks instead of the beautiful individuals that they are. Aha, this is already getting better. I can see, I hope you feel a difference. Okay, good. Rest on your backs. Come again onto your stomach and do the opposite. The opposite movement with your face, which means to sort of push your chin away, to look with your eyes forward to lift the head, and then to bring the chin and tuck it in and down and come down more on the forehead. So we're drawing a circle, a different organization of the spine. And see if it makes a difference if your legs are close together or spread a bit further apart. So you can put your heels together. So you're more like a snake or a mermaid. What difference does that make versus a little wider than you might have been? But only, of course, if that is comfortable for you. Something about the weight of the legs has a big effect on this lesson. That's why they're long. They give you some ballast, some counterweight. Okay, enough. Rest on your backs. Now we're going to accentuate a little bit more what the lower spine does, which means you just pay attention to it. So now lift your face towards the ceiling and listen to the lower back. Does it lower Does it lower? Now, some of you, so I'm going to cue, and this is, yeah, for almost everybody, lead a little bit more with your chins. Lead a little bit more with your chins, because what's happening is the chin is starting to go down as you lift, which means that the neck vertebrae are not differentiating from the upper spine. Yes, good, better. Yeah, yes, It'll feel odd. And think of the lower back lowering like a balance scale. You set something on the balance scale and it goes down on the one end and the head goes up. See if you can feel that. And of course, it's the chest, the stiff, the strong upper back that make it. Yes, Maybe your knees soften a bit. You can allow that to happen. Allow your knees to soften. Not intentionally. There you go. Good. Pause. Now, with your head resting on the floor, lift your lower back so it arches. So it arches away from the floor. Ah, yes. Feel what happened to your chin. Do that a few times. Lift your head will stay on the floor and lower your lower back towards the floor. I'm sorry. Thank you, Dillis. Arch your lower back away from the floor. And now lengthen the lower back as though you wanted to touch the floor with it and lift your face or your chin. Yes. And let the back arch as you set the head down. Two movements happen together. The head lowers down and the other end of the balance scale goes up. Yes, good. So lead more, Carol, with your chin when you lift the head. Yeah. That's it. And then arch the lower back when you set it down. Good adjustment there. Okay, good. Rest. Now we're going to use a constraint. Place your hands on your lower ribs in the front. For some of you, they're up towards the ceilings, other not. But what we're going to do with our hands is place the palms of your hands there so you can kind of constrain your ribs from lifting towards the ceiling as you lift the head. Even help them go down. Press the chest down as you lift the head. And then don't let it change. Don't let it change and go back up when you set the head down. So you have to reorganize your abdominals, your spine. So don't let the ribs return to their normal place. See if you can keep them. They shouldn't move at all. I mean, they go down when you lift the head. Some of you, they go down a lot, but then see if you can set the head down without the ribs popping back up. Which means for some of you, you'll be setting your head more towards the back of the head rather than towards the top of the head. There. It's work. It's work. Okay. Good. Rest. Notice the feeling. And now we're going to look at this situation from a different perspective. So roll to your side and come to sit. Roll to your side and come to sit. And the position of sitting will be with the knees out to the side and the feet laid on their outsides. And leaning, you're going to have to figure out where to put your hands. Maybe next to your pelvis. What we're going to do is point the chin right in between the knees. So, and the feet are not, this is an odd position. He doesn't say to put the soles of the feet together, which is different. So you might extend the legs a little more. They don't have to. You'll figure it out. You can try lots of different options since we're all advanced feldies here. Yeah, kind of splayed. And now round your spine so that you can round your head towards the floor. You can help with your hands. You can help push round. You can help your spine round with your hands wherever you place them. Now, point your chin at a spot exactly in between your knees, in the middle. Good. It's right in, and now you're gonna lower yourself down, and the chin is right in the middle. So you might need to extend the legs more because I see some of you, the chin is going forward of the knees. So maybe you need to extend the legs more, and maybe you need to round the back more so that the chin, we can pretend that there's this rubber band or a bungee cord that's right in between the knees on the floor in the middle. And the other end is attached to your chin. And you're going to pull this stretchy thing, and you keep your chin in the middle of the knees the whole time. So you're not leaning back to pull the string on an angle. You're pulling the elastic rubber band up and down and up and down, which means the chin will have to come towards the throat and something will happen in the chest and the upper back. And you can help with your arms, your hands. And then you round the back and you poke your head like a chicken. You stick your chin out. Lead with the chin downwards. Some of you are going up beautifully and then you go down and nothing changes. So we want the back of the neck. Yes, good, Dillis. Yeah. You want to do that thing that you don't ever want to do. Right? It's the posture we're trying to avoid, but we're doing it now because it's so, yes, good. Good. That was good, Sheila. So those of us with very upright postures and strong backs and athletic, whatever, the neck tends to not want to do this movement. And for others, it does this movement very readily, but not the other way. We want both. So take your time with it. Oh, good. Poke your chin out. Slump. The chest has to be soft. The shoulder blades must be able to move away from the spine. And then they come towards the spine, like you do so well. You'll all feel in your own spines. It's getting better. It's getting better. Let's take a rest. Rest with success. Onto your stomach and set yourself up in the Sphinx position. So you'll be supporting yourself on your elbows. And we want the elbows to be right underneath the shoulders and the forearms to be parallel, palms down, up on the shoulders. Stand the shoulders over the elbows. And now that piece of rubber band is in between the hands, exactly in the middle. And let it pull your chin down. Lower yourself, chin, and then pull it back. So now, since the arms are in this position, this rubber band will be on an angle. You'll go forward towards it, and then you'll pull your chin in towards your chest, towards your throat. And then you push the chin, or let the chin be drawn, and the chest, the upper back. If you have difficulty in this position, just do it once, but in the position. So some of you have the elbows right next to your ribs, and we want the upper arm to be vertical. You're standing on the forearms. Some of you, it's just perfect. It's a geometrical situation. And notice for yourself, this is happening for some people, but not all, that when you lower the chin or when you raise the chin, you start making an angle with the elbows. And we want that to not happen. If you were a table, I would not eat at that table kind of thing. Yes. So, yes, there you go. So within the confines of the geometry of the bones, pull the rubber band and let it pull the chin. And it's sometimes just, you've never done this, not for a long time. And so rest, do it once, do it twice, try it again. The rest is important. To see if you can come into the position for a moment sometimes. Sometimes the lesson starts becoming, it's such your own lesson. See if you can tolerate for a moment the position without even trying to do the movement, and then see, the next time it'll be a little better if you rest. But it's getting better for everybody, I can tell. So let's take a rest. Okay, back to sitting. Let's examine this again. Back to sitting. Feet apart or together, knees apart, leaning on your hands. See how it is for your chin to get drawn down between the knees. Some of you are leaning with perfectly straight spines. Oh, I'm busted. So where could you place your hands? Where could you place your feet? Try a little closer, a little further, maybe soles together. Some hip joints can't tolerate the feet apart, so they just go together. But you find out. See if you can peck the floor right in between and bounce that little rubber band. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5. Peck with use your chin, your neck. Do it very quickly. See if you can see if your head can go up towards the ceiling and the chin towards the throat. Some of you are bouncing in your hip joints. It's such a silly movement. It's like, blah, 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 blah. It might help if you stick your tongue out. And if you do it quickly, good, Pete. Now, some of you are nodding your head. Yes. And it's no. It's not that you're making your head no, but it's not nodding the head yes either. It's chin forward, chin back, chin forward, chin back, chin forward. You slump, you're shocked. You slump, you're shocked. You slump, you're shocked. You're in fear. Yeah, it's kind of a fearful posture in a way. It would be very good for jumping. Okay, some movement starting to happen where it wasn't there before. But it's not for, okay, okay. Rest. You're sitting again. Completely different perspective, however. This time you really get to lean back on your hands with the feet bent and the knees out and look up at the ceiling and hang your head back. Hang your head back. Hang your head back. Let the head stand in the position of hanging. And from here, peck the ceiling. Try different positions of the hand. Some of you have the fingers turned this way. Some of you have the fingers turned that way. Some of you, lean back where you could stay there for a while. And see if you can protrude your face, your chin, like somebody's pulling your a beard. And then the head goes, eh. And try doing it just with the arms. The arms and the shoulders. What do the shoulders need to do? Keep the head hanging back. It's like the head emerges from the spine. It emerges forward. Keep looking at the ceiling. Keep looking at the ceiling. The head hangs back the whole time. Yeah, right. Once or twice. So the movement in this position is happening in the thoracic, just exactly where it doesn't want to happen. So Dillis, keep your face up, keep your face up the whole time. As you go down with the face, keep looking. Yes. Oh God. Okay, that was enough. Good. Good. And then you extended so much better the next time. That was great. All right. Good, Linda. She found it. That's an organization. And her rich, I don't know who got it first, but you both got it. Yes, good, Sheila. See, the monkeys are all starting to get it. Starting to come through. Rest, 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 rest. Now, you may or may not have noticed that that movement was not symmetrical. Go, have another look at it just for yourself. 2 or 3 movements when you're ready. And see if you can discern that the way it happens on the right is not the same way it happens on the left. Have your knees apart. No, have your knees apart. Yeah, there you go. One side will dominate in one way, and the other side will maybe collapse in another way. Whatever you do, this very. Mhm. So now we're going to fix that. We're going to fix that. So take another rest on your back. And come onto your stomach again. Because, like Einstein said, you can't solve a problem by looking at it the same way all the time. So, on your stomach. And now your legs spread and your arms spread in a sort of mirror image of your legs. So they're up there. The letter X, maybe. The elbows are straight. Elbows are straight. Elbows are straight. Reach. You're flying over Gotham City. No, that was Batman, right? I don't know. Um, the arms are long. The arms are long, extended, and the face is down. And do this movement, this strange pecking movement from here. You don't get to use your arms now. That's the reason we've extended them. You do it all from your spine. And when you lift the head, remember that the chin must come closer to the throat. Come closer to the throat. There, which means something has to happen in your spine that otherwise was not. Peck, 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 peck. Rest on your stomach. And now come up on both elbows as we were a few moments ago, like the Sphinx, like a dog, the forearms parallel and the shoulders standing over the elbows at a right angle. Check. You can use your vision to check. Are you a right angle? Pete, come check everybody with your instruments. Yes. Okay. So now extend the right arm. This is asymmetrical. Keep your face towards it. Do the movement like this, but with the right arm extended. Pull the chin towards the throat. Lift the back of the head, extend the chin forward, lower the face. And this, think of between the shoulder blades, think of the chest. It has to somehow change its shape. And we've done this strange thing by extending the one arm. Pause. Rest. And when you're ready, do the other side. So find your Sphinx. Make sure you're a true right angle in the elbows. Truly parallel with the arms. Extend the other arm. And like in this asymmetrical situation, Make this funny movement. I see some of you are even experimenting with the undulations. So that if you're not, try undulating. If you were undulating, try just that funny forward back of the head and the chin, like a drawer in a dresser drawer being opened and closed and opened and closed. Beautiful. Rest on your backs. Think of your own symmetry. And lift the head in this pecking motion and see if it's a little more true to center. And much better for many of you. You're lifting with the chin. With the chin, and the chest is softer. Feel what the lower back does. Feel what the ribs don't need to do. They don't need to do anything. But really, what's lifting the chin? You think, what's lifting it? What is it? The spine is lifting the chin. Uh-huh. The spine is lifting the chin. Yes, good. Everybody. Okay. Well, let's see if it improved on the front. Come back with the arms extended long onto your stomach. And think of your symmetry. Take a moment to find your own symmetry. And the spine is in the middle. The spine is what tells us, are we symmetrical in a lot of ways? And then lift the head. And you can, like a cat lapping water, draw the forehead along the floor and the chin towards the throat, and lift the head and lift the spine and set the chin down in a wave. Wonderful. Wonderful. So much change in those of you that are still here. Okay, rest on your backs. Barbara never made it back. Lift your shoulders and lean on your forearms, your two forearms and your elbows. And now do the movement with your head. Your head will stand as though it is hanging. It stands as though stands as it is hanging. There, yes. And do the pecking movement. Oh, wonderful. So this means we take the chin upward, up, and return it to place. Up and return it to place. Some of you are doing it in the shoulders and the head is hanging, but that's fine. Now try to just stand on the shoulders and fix them and have the head move by itself. chest won't move. Oh, some cameras froze. Okay. And then see if it got a little better. The head can differentiate, the chest and thoracic can differentiate. Or you can do it all with your arms and have the head remain hanging. All these different ways of looking at it. When you're ready to try it again, do it just with your shoulders. Hang your head back. Let it stand and hanging is his words, and it's so I would say it's horizontal. And do it just with the shoulders. Climb to the highest place in the shoulders. Climb to the highest place in the shoulders and stay there, and then do it with the head alone. Some of you, the arms have drifted, the elbows have drifted, they're not at a right angle. Don't let the Colosseum, the Parthenon, the columns are leaning of your own temple. Pull your elbows back a tiny bit, Dillis. There. Aha. Much better. There. Much better. Haha, you see? You have better support. Good. Okay, everybody rest if you're not already resting. Now go back to the movement of restricting the ribs with your hands. And lift the head. And don't let the ribs pop back up when you set the head down. I would, well, maybe use the pressure will be more efficient if you use the heels of your hands on those ribs in the front. Flatten the chest and lift the head and lower the head and don't let the ribs change, which means something has to happen somewhere else that it's not. A little more differentiation. Now, Pete, when you set the head down, think of bringing your chin a little closer to your chest. This is just for Pete. Yes, that was it. So you lift very well, but it's the going down. We want to change something. Yes, good. That was a good one. Aha, stop. That was perfect. That was perfect. Stop. Welcome back, Barbara.
Thank you.
We have a couple more minutes. Let's try one more variation. One more variation. The arms will be long. We're on our backs. The legs are spread. The arms are going to be long overhead. Long overhead. Ta-da! And now feel what that did to your spine. Yes, nice separating of the legs ridge. Okay, a big bowling ball comes down and drops on your abdomen and it goes in and you lift your head from the chin. Abdomen goes down, something comes and falls on it. You could imagine a cartoon character. What would happen to the limbs, the abdomen, the head? Now, some of you are, mhm, some of you are doing shalom. Shalom. So, and oh, this is, I mean, you guys are awesome. Some of you are lifting the legs and the arms straight, but it's not that. It's a ripple. So if you bring the abdomen in concave and lift the head like a chicken, the knees will soften, the elbows will soften, the head will lift, and it's more of a ripple from the center out. Yeah, good. That was a good one, Dillis. So don't bother with the hands. The hands may or may not come away from the floor, but the elbows and the knees should be coming first with the head. Okay, pause from that. Lie on your stomach, your arms long, your legs spread comfortably, and see if you can symmetrically lift your head. The arms are long, so we don't get to use them from the spine only. So lift the head and peck like a chicken, which means it will be small. It's not lifting the head to look forward. We're not making a loop anymore. We're not making a circle. It's just up, down, up, down, up, down. And now roll onto your backs and do the same. About 20 light movements. Uh-huh, good. What's going on in your lower back? Now bring your arms down by your sides. We're going to put a bow on this. Make these pecking movements again. But after each one, make the next one larger. Make the next one larger. And with the help of your hands, see if you can come up to sit. Leading with the chin. I mean to sit. I mean up and down. You don't get to rest on the mezzanine of the elbows on the way up. You have to help with your hands. If you help with your hands, you can do it. And then back down. And then back up. And and there was why we had the legs bent out to the sides. There was why we had them spread. You have to use your hands. You have to lead from your chin. Uh-oh, it's falling apart. It's very odd. It's very odd. That was much closer, Dillis. Yes. Remember, when you lift the chin, the lower back has to go down. The hip joints have to soften. The knees are starting to bend. And it's like pulling the string on that puppet on your Christmas tree, everything. Mhm. And we climb up because the musculature is not symmetrical. Try just the beginning. Try just the beginning that you feel it could be possible to come to sit like this. Some of you did it. Some of you sit. And then feel what in the lesson, where in your spine. And we will leave this. Oh, we actually got all the way through. Okay. Stand up. Just you're already sort of got the juice, so stand up. Feel how you feel if your head's in a new place. Even though I can only see the legs of some of you, I think your head's in a new place. No, I mean, I don't need to see it. I'm just saying it looks like there has been a change. Maybe you don't feel like you.
I feel like I have a neck.
I feel like a neck.
I don't normally feel that.
Wonderful. Okay, team. Well, that was our lesson for the week.
A heck of a
say it got better, but it wasn't good yet. Stiff as a worm.
You can practice pecking.
Yeah, can you send me the lesson too?
I'm going to figure out, see if I can, I got to get, technology has changed in the years since I have done this. So I'll see if I can figure out how to get it out. Okay.
Thank you.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Take care, everybody.
See you next week.
See you next week. Bye. Love you
Bye-bye.
guys.
Thank you.
Glad you could make it, Carol.